Welcome back to another video. We are in the usual suspect, Honda NSX. We are going to be racing A-Class at Barcelona. Let's get this start. Get a really good launch off the line. Going to be coming up behind this Corvette here. Going to try and move for the outside. That way we get a good run out of turn one. This GTR having a little bit of a sniff on the inside. Going to outbrake those two guys turning into turn one. Get a bad run out of turn two, in my opinion. I don't even know what glitchy box is in front of me, but it was really fast. Glitchy box getting a really good draft off of the Corvette here. It's going to be a battle on to who's the last man onto the brakes in this corner. The Corvette absolutely forgetting to hit the brake pedal, eats himself off into the distance. A wild BMW driver has appeared. He's going to be on our ass, literally. Looking for a little sniff on the inside there, doesn't get it. Gonna have a really good race here with Moto Joe, as I am going full-blown defensive, as that M3 is absolutely insane. Staying on the inside here. I'm giving him plenty of space, keeping it clean. He gets a good run around the outside. We're going to duck in behind him, try and get that draft. Go a little bit deep here. No big deal, as well does Moto Joe. Glitchy Box is pulling away as Moto Joe and I are in a heated battle. Moto Joe grabbing a little bit of grass. No problem. Moto Joe here pulling a red Corvette, eating himself off the track, forgetting to hit the brake pedal. We will gladly take that. We know he's fast, so we're going to keep an eye on him. He definitely has the top end speed on us, so let's just jump ahead a couple corners to Moto Joe catching up to us, which was, as we know, inevitable. Alright, so here we are a couple corners later, Moto Joe on our heels. Moto Joe with a little love tap from behind. Get a good exit. Gonna force him to go around the outside if he wants. He chooses not to. A little bit of a love tap there. No big deal. Keeping it clean through here. Really gonna try and focus on getting a good exit here because he does have the top speed. So trying to use as much momentum as we can. Force him to the outside. They can go around the long way. Race on to who's last on the brakes here. Just gonna edge him out here. Keep him behind us. I mean, I'm really just full-blown defending for my life right now. He clearly has the faster car, so I know at this point I'm gonna lose him on the straight, so it's really just trying to make a mistake here. Or get a penalty for all the love taps. Another love tap. And now that we're on the main straight, not much I can do other than try and duck in behind and get his draft, as he just flies by me. Duck in behind him, get that draft. Gonna try and be late on the brakes here, really trying to perfect this corner. Go way too late on the brakes, swing way too wide, and we actually end up losing about half a second. And I mean, that was basically it. Moto Joe pulled away. So that kind of ended it for our race. I'll jump ahead so you can see where we finished here. Ended up finishing in third. Not too bad, not too bad. Gained 2 positions, no penalties. So let's get into the next race and see what happens in the next one. Alright, here we are. Road America. I am in the Subaru BRZ. Sorry, Subaru BRZ. We qualified first place, but not that many people qualified, so should be interesting to see where we end up. Get a good launch off the line here. I'm a little bit worried about that Mustang, I'm not going to lie. They have the tendency to ram into things, and I was in front of them, so. But it turns out the BMW next to me was going to be the one that I should have been worried about, as he was very fast. A little bit of a shove on the inside there. Not a really big deal. I mean, it's turn one. I'll take a little shove over a ram, you know. Get a bad exit out of there. Set set myself up for failure down the straight. He goes flying by me like I'm standing still. Gonna try and duck into his draft. Not gonna make a difference. His top speed is insane on that. Long straight, no big deal. Gonna be late on the brakes, which is good. We are going to be on a dive actually from this GT40 on the inside. What a dive bomb that was. No idea where he came from. Gonna look out for another one here. He doesn't go for it. We'll be okay with that. Gonna try and haul through here. I actually opted for the soft tires. I did the qualifying lap, and the wear really wasn't that bad, so I ended up doing softs for this race, which I think definitely helped me through these corners, especially this long sweeper. Really paying attention to the BMW in front of me, trying to figure out what his weaknesses are. I gained about 3/10 of a second through that corner, but he's going to pull away on me here on the straight. Hoping he makes a mistake through here, but he does not. Holds it together. Still, gap is increasing to first as he just has that top end. I'm noticing he's really early on the brakes, so I think that would be one of his weaknesses, but unfortunately this track is really just a top speed track. Just gonna keep trying to haul through here, stay behind him. I'd be saying his name, honestly, but I don't know how you say that name. I don't even know how you pronounce that. So, BMW it is. Gonna duck behind, get that draft a little bit, but again, he's just so fast in a straight line, he's going to pull away. A little peek back at that GT40 behind us, building a gap to him slowly. Really gonna focus in on this corner, trying to maximize our exit speed. The GT40 actually gaining about 0.6 of a second in that corner on us. A little concerning after he did just dive bomb us. And he goes off, so turning that red GT40 into a green GT40 and calling himself a John Deere, we will gladly take that. So at least we don't have to worry about him. So we could focus ahead to first, as there is a larger gap to third behind us. Take that corner a little shallow, no big deal. A little bit of a slide on the way out. I'm used to the NSX that you saw earlier in the video, honestly. Having that rear engine, mid-engine, the extra weight of the rear tires gives you a lot of grip coming out of the corner, so this car does not have that. Although I could adjust it with some aero for the rear wing, give myself more downforce, but because of this track, I actually opted for more speed. The BMW in front of us is going to run a little bit wide, takes this corner really slow. We're going to duck in on the inside. He left me plenty of space. I don't know if he was nervous or what, but we're going to keep an eye out behind him here because he is going to have that top speed. He runs a little wide there, loses a couple more tenths of a second, so a couple mistakes from him. We'll gladly take that. We're going to be late onto the brakes coming into here. As we know, he does not have good brakes on that BMW. Now we're just trying to build as much of a gap as we can through these corners before we hit this main straight because he's going to go flying by us here. And he goes flying right by us like we were standing still. I give him plenty of space, no point in blocking that, ruining both of our races. Gonna try and really push through these corners. These soft tires are getting a little worn, so I'm losing that corner speed that I had in the first lap. He goes a little bit on the outside. We take a dive on the inside. Again, no point. He's gonna drive right by us down the straight. Gonna try and duck in behind his draft. Again, not much I can do. Missed the shift a little bit. That definitely hurt me. Not too bad though. really, really late on the brakes. Go a little bit deep into the corner, a little bit of a slide, trying to get back on the gas as soon as I can to catch up to him. I'm really pushing now, trying to get through these corners and catch up to him because I don't want him to pull away onto the straight. A little bit of a tap on the brakes by him. Thankfully he did that because he would have just ran wide. Late on the brakes by me, again really pushing, slamming those downshifts. A little sneak peek back behind us to Savage there. As I noticed just now when I look back that he actually closed about 2-second gap between himself and I, so he is definitely fast in that thing. Got some minor wear on those front softs, so the corner speed's not going to be ideal. Managed to keep it tidy through there. Again, we're going to go late on the brakes here. Someone just decided to go AFK mid-race, no big deal. Late on the brakes. As you can see, we closed that gap to the front. And Savage coming right up behind us for a sniff. He's actually going to just go flying by us here. I don't know how that's even possible. But he just flies by me like I'm standing still. I did run the corner a little bit wide, but yeah. And then we just have a drag race down to the finish. Not too bad of a race overall. Again, more of a straight line speed track. I probably could have picked the NSX and been faster, but I didn't really want to use the same car back to back. So overall, qualified first, finished third. Not too bad. If you look, actually, the Ford Sierra, is that not even... Oh, that's what he was in. The Ford Sierra with almost 3 seconds a lap faster than me. That is insane. Insanity. But good to see that we can still hang up with the big dogs here. Level 57 against a level 685. Hey, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.